Dad's literacy to children. Peter Pan being an adult and remaining a child. Peter Pan, an adult child worse than Captain Hook?
Wendy, why don't you go to Neverland where I am?
No, I don't know Neverland very well. And I have to take care of my brother. After sprinkling fairy powder, Wendy, her brothers John, and Michael floated up and flew up to the sky. Peter Pan encourages Wendy to go to Neverland. He takes them to the new world without saying a word about the dangers about Hooks there. And the things Wendy has to deal with in the future. He even takes Wendy's brother, who knows nothing, without even talking to their parents. This later became an opportunity for Wendy and her younger siblings to go home. Peter Pan is a completely immature boy. He has a vague idea that if he feels good others will be good. And he's just a child who doesn't know what conditions and environments other people are in and how to behave. Thanks to that, Wendy is in danger from the beginning of Neverland. And Tinker Bell's love for Peter Pan and hostility and jealousy toward Wendy make trouble. What Peter Pan later did after learning of Tinker Bell's misdeeds was to declare that he would not meet Tinker Bell for the time being. He must offer a sincere apology to Wendy. Should have taken the necessary measures against the accidents that happened because of himself. Peter Pan is not an adult yet, so he don't figured that far. He lacked the ability to understand others. Peter Pan, a child in a fairy tale, may already be old enough to grow up in the human world. Is just an adult child who lacks understanding, consideration, and ability to cope with other people's situations. The distinction between adult and child. Peter Pan wants to remain a child. So he refused to grow up. Like the title of a television program, we became, somehow, adults. So, what is an adult? If you look at the language dictionary, you can see the physical characteristics of an adult as a full-grown person. And a person who can take responsibility for his or her work. Child just comes out as a young person. In a society, becoming an adult is given a lot of authority, but it is a life that follows responsibilities and obligations. Korean adults have an obligation to do. However, in the standard of ordinary people, an adult is fulfilling a life of responsibility and duty. If you look at it in a different way, we can divide adults and children, according to whether they can take care of others and themselves and their surroundings. The definition of an adult in modern society can be seen from various perspectives. But in relationships with children, adults should be able to educate, protect, and care for them. According to that standard, if a child can protect and embrace others, he or she can be said to be an adult. And although they are already filled with age for being adults, if they don't have the ability to protect the other and thinking only about themselves, they can be considered children. Then Wendy is an adult enough in the story.